days. He's been charged with 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 other counts of attempted murder. Police reportedly found multiple guns at one of the crime scenes. And for more, let's bring in Emily and Bo to talk about this for a second. Guys, this appears politically motivated. We're still trying to kind of piece it all together. But Emily, it does kind of go to this idea that some of these state and House, Senate leaders, if you will, and lawmakers have actually put their homes available for public consumption in terms of knowledge of the address out there. This is a concern because, you know, we got this guy showing up dressed as a police officer at 2 in the morning and ringing the doorbell. This is a real problem here, Emily.
It is a real problem. And David, let's be honest. You know, we live in the day and age that on the internet, you can find anything you want about a person. It's really not that hard to track down an address like that, especially if you are an elected official.
Yes.
But what you bring up, that political violence, what is happening in Minnesota under Governor Tim Walz's watch? And his response to say, just don't go to political events anymore, that is such a problem. Republicans and Democrats alike, Bo, are now speaking out about this political violence. It is so sad that we've gotten to this point that lawmakers are being targeted like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have a guest actually waiting for us who can probably shed some more insight on this. Let's bring in the founder and chair of the board for the Wounded Blue, retired Lieutenant Randy Sutton. Randy, we just talked about it with David and Emily there. It appears this was politically motivated. One of his roommates says he voted for Trump in the last election. We still don't have the entire picture, but from a law enforcement perspective, this guy apparently dresses as a police officer, as David said, complete with the fake cop car and everything, and then he shows up at these lawmakers' front doors in the middle of the night. What are your thoughts on this tragic story as we get into the mind of Bolter?
Well, this is going to be interesting when they find the complete motivation behind this. And much of it will probably be derived from his manifesto. I think that they're holding back a lot of information on that for very good reason, because they want to. They're still going to try and determine if there was any assistance by anybody else on this. And the motivations are critical here, because in order to examine the issues behind this brutal crime and this murder and this double shooting. This is something that America wants to know, and law enforcement also wants to gather information to determine if there are ways to stop things like this from happening in the